was trying to figure out what poems I wanted to share because I wanted to share love poems, but then I realized every poem I write is a love poem. So this is called I Always Bet on Losing Dogs, title from Mitski. I always bet on losing dogs. That one time the pub beneath us was on fire and she didn't make a sound. Not when opaque smoke climbed into her second-story apartment like a thundercloud over parched grass. Not when the fire trucks pulled up and my friend said, over the call punctuated by siren and enough heat to gnaw to a cool March evening. Damn, what's that sorry excuse of a dog good for? But I understand. I too have cradled my loves to sleep in the arms of a burning kingdom. I have kissed the ash of dreams and knelt before a door, obedient when a given name leashed me by the hair. Sure, she can't fetch, can't roll over, can't stay, but each time we leave, she transforms into a shrine of longing. The truest weather, who here has launched themselves at the slightest whisper in a house with no shadows? Who can deny having tried to summon love from air with teeth alone? We return and she muscles back from the dead, trembles until some god bestows the mercy of a palm upon her head. After some years of this, it must be easy to mistake hell for an empty room. As flames licked us out of the spit-slick hour, I imagine she curled in my lap, warm and finally satisfied, and thought to herself, this is a dream, Claude, from every prayer made with my head to the ground. Yes, this is as good a day as any to lay down and die. Etymology of Minotaur. Because even the body's rain falls in coppered ellipses, I swallowed the feathers of every feral thing until I wombed a chimera, root of both idol and monster. Not pet, meaning housebroken. Yes, a name can be the address threading you to another portal as the sentence ends. Example, tongue, hurt. The song in our bellies, a reminder, tenderness is the heart's revenge against bleed. What bleeds understands hurt. Watongni, I am tender for you. You slept inside me for as long as I could bear before a dagger made you your own animal, found a place your skin ended and tore it. A reminder nothing awakens the flesh like want. Child, I want you to live. To live, I opened and retched until you are pure ink and rapture. Your deathless pelt nursed on the nipples of myth. My first bloodletting came like a weapon that did not know a body could hurt. You came not like an answer, but the mouth asking. And the next two actually are love poems. In my next life as a fruit tree. In my next life as a fruit tree, which by all accounts is a foolish aspiration considering the forestation rates and forest fires. If there's a choice, why not be the pangolin that wades through a mangrove whispering gnats? Why not the wind chime overlooking an occupied birdhouse, or the spoon nestled in a parent's fresh meat broth, or the signal emitted by a distant star that'll touch the earth only once, but it's clear, isn't it? How these are infinite mirrors, everything chrysalis, relentless and becoming, and watch me become bedrock, root of the root, wild and wildling. Who knows which sweet burden my tree will bear, jambu aye, or star fruit, or mandarin orange, but I'll flower one crop each day for as long as the palm reaching upward needs something to adore it, and there is for one moment relief because I am and am enough. So forget theories of sorrow and hellfire and brimstone at the final circle of the earth. If I must believe in anything, I choose this. My lover, whispering, in my next life, I want to be the bird that rests on your branches, knowing the whole time, in my next life, I want to be, is already a complete sentence. My last poem of the night, thank you for joining me. Listen, I love you, joy is coming. Despite a new death come to keep us from each other, a constellation of birds sing outside your window. And if you think their music thunderous, how much more must it be for these creatures? But what do you know of why they bleat noise? And what of the cry you make, soundless with each movement, from the soles of your feet to your finger thrust towards the sky, another animal reaching for unnameable things it does not yet understand. Scientists posit time moves differently for animals depending on size. An island of birds sing outside the window. Listen, they spend whole lives mastering one kind of sorcery, and we love them not in spite, but because of this fact. And when you hear this, are you passing through the speaker's time, or am I passing through yours? Despite a new death come to keep us from each other, hum while slicing carrots and remember the night you first heard this song, at the show with two of your dearest, a handful of goldenrod in the crowd, and months later a beautiful girl undresses this rhythm from your skin and feeds it back as new movement, rhythmic like a knife on a chopping board. How much of the world do we pass through to arrive at ourselves? 100 days without touch and the birds still sing. Your voice still remembers its place, and your hands still caress your flanks, the bend of a knee, a wiry pubic hair. Praise the insistent text past midnight and the incoming video call. Look at you, blowing pixelated kisses, roofing an aviary of gauzy postcards, offering gifts at front stoops awash with golden hour, a houseplant or someone's favorite tea, touch without touch, a new way to say the heart is the kindest homeland. Thank you. Skin can hold an archipelago of peace. Thank you. There is so much joy this year hasn't stolen from us yet. And I pray whatever shines inside us bleeds gold through and through and through. Thank you.